All right, if you have your syllabuses, I know I gave you a second revised syllabus last week. If you don't have it, it's not a big deal. What's going to change? And Lily asked for a prize, so here's your prize. Instead of the quiz being due next week, it will not be due, the book quiz, until week 8. So you have 2 more weeks, to read on your book. So it will be due by the 24th, October the 24th. It'll open up that Sunday before, and you'll have until that Saturday evening to do it.
Take that one, John.
All right? And the other thing, if you see a discrepancy when you look at my OFC, and if the weeks that you see don't match the weeks on here, because I think that my OFC does not, and we talked about this last week, it does not count week 7 as a week because you don't come to school that week. So there may be a skip. It might show only 14 weeks. Come on in, my friend. It only shows 14 weeks on my OFC, but on here I show 15 weeks. So just all you need to focus is on the dates that I have things due. Don't fight the week numbers. Just focus on the date. Yeah. So
the quiz is due the 24th now, right?
The quiz is due the 24th. You have 2 more weeks to work on the quiz. But the paper, and I couldn't change the paper. The paper is still due 10/17.
Not this week, the following.
Week 7, yeah, the week that you're off. There will be no class that week. All right? Any questions? Everybody straight? And I still will accept papers if you type them or handwrite them. If you can't get them through the computer, I'll still accept those, okay? Because I know some have some issues with computers. It would be close to impossible to enter your paper into my OFC with your phone. Because you're not going to be able to format your paper, you're not going to be able to do a header page, you're not going to be able to put your sources and so forth. So if you can't access if you can't create your paper in a file and submit it to my OFC through the internet, then type it up and hand it to me, or if you can't type it, write it, okay? And then look at those 2 videos that Sean put up there on how to create your paper. And work as close to that as you can, okay? Now, does everybody have their parallel subject picked out? Yeah? Okay. All right. And remember, and I know I'll get an eye from Frank on this, but it's only 3 pages. And you'll be surprised how fast you fill up 3 pages. Remember the tip I told you. Do your introduction, say everything that you're going to say in your paper, and then go to your subjects, whatever it would be. What did we say? There were similarities, differences, application, or meaning. Do a heading for those, and then go to each one of those and write a sentence or 2, and then elaborate on those sentences. Whatever your mind thinks that you saw, or whatever you saw that was similar, write a couple sentences like that, and then go back and just elaborate on those. Make those sentences paragraphs. And it'll fill pretty quickly. Cindy, you have a question?
3 pages includes the cited part?
Yeah, it includes the cited. She's been in college before, because some will count that and some won't. So the cited page is a page all by itself. So technically you're looking at 2 pages of writing. But I know some of you're going to get into this and you're going to say, oh, he said I can't go past 5. All right? Yes, ma'am.
The book quiz, when will it open?
It will open up the Sunday, whatever that Sunday is. That would be the 18th. It will open the 18th, and it'll be open till the 24th. All right? So that gives you 2 more weeks to work on your book quiz. Any other questions on the syllabus? And I'll remind you as we go along, we get closer to weeks. Although it's not going to do me a lot of good to remind you about a paper the week that it's due. Unless you postpone it till then. All right? We good? Everybody happy? Okay, we're going to do some class work. We're going to work as, let's see what we got. 7 people. Who was going to be? Let's see. You're group 1, you're group 2, you're group 1, you're group 2. I'm sorry, you have to be with Brian. Your group 1.
Oh, wait a minute. I have some. All right, then, you know.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. All right? I'm not in the group. Yes, you 2 are in 2, and what's it, 3 and 1 and 4 and 2.
I got a lot.
Yeah, you're 2. That's all you need to remember. So here's what we got. We got 15. So what group wants to do 7 and what group wants to do 8? Okay, this will be group 1. I'm not going to wait and let you guys answer. This will be group 2. So group 1, your assignment are these passages. Group 2, your assignment are these passages. They're all in Luke. Remember I told you we're going to focus on Luke and then we'll work out from there. So here's what you have to do. If you pass these on, each one of you take one. Let me have 2 of those. I probably have extras. All right, everybody has one. I got too many there, but you can give them back. All right. What?
You got 2 there?
You had 2, didn't you? I'll get one. Did you get one? All right, everybody have one? You got extras? How many do you need, Brian? You get one? Okay, everybody has one. And everyone has one of the assignment sheets. Okay, so you got this? You got a blank one. Mine has the answers. Everybody has one of these. Lily, pushing your luck. Everybody has a map. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Group 1, and you're going to have to rearrange, but we'll do that once I turn the recording off. Group 1, you're going to go to these verses. Group 2, you're going to go to these verses. And then what you're going to do, you're going to list them here. Now, what I would prefer you do, just to make this work right, Group 1, you start at line 1, and you do, 2, 4, 6, 8. You got 8 lines that you're going to work from. Group 2, you start at line 9. That make sense? And you'll start with Luke 13:22 on line 9. And group 1 will start in Luke 3 on line 1. And hopefully when we come back together, those of you in group 2 will get group 1's answers and vice versa. Okay? And I want them, the reason I'm making you separate them, I want them in chronological order because that's what these are. Okay? And what this is Luke's account, and you can look at the heading of this paper. This is Luke's account of Jesus' travels. When we read the book of Luke, what I did, I went back in and looked at every instance where Luke mentions a city, an area, a travel point, or something that he did. And this was pretty much as chronological order as I could get it in. So group 1, when you get together, you can split them up or work together, whatever way you want. You'll find out what city or location is associated with this passage, and so forth down the line. And group 2, you will do the same thing. And then what I want you to do on your, where it says map location, group 1, you'll number 1 through 9 for the locations. Group 2, or you'll 1 through 8. Group 2, you'll number 9 through 15. All right, that would be your map location. So when you find where he's talking about here, you find it on the map, and you put number 1 next to that city.
Oh, got it.
In our case, it's number 1.
Your first one is number 9, and I'll help you with each one of them. Like the first one, Luke 3 and 21, it's talking about near the Jordan River. So you would do a number 1, and what I would want you to look a little bit more, but it's going to be down here, the Jordan River. It won't be up here. You'll have to look at the context of the verse, and it's talking about where Jesus got baptized by John. So down in this area will be number 1. Number 9, because I don't want to show partiality to anybody. 1322, that will be the area of Galilee. So that will be up in here. See Galilee? So number 9 will be in this area where all these cities are. So read into it a little bit, and then place your 9 there, and then whatever location for 17, that'll be location number 10. You find it on the map, and you put a 10 next to it. I'll help you as we go along if you got any problems. If you lose count, if you can't get past 10. All right? Any questions? All right? All right, I'm going to stop the tape, and then you guys can arrange yourselves by group, and maybe we'll spend 15 minutes or so.